Okay, I said, looking over at him as I rumulated on the information he gave me, scratching my head and trying to beat all of it in. Okay, Vic, there's just one thing that I don't understand. You run around hunting all these crazy ass monsters and shit. My question is, how? I mean, you're just a normal human, right? How in the hell do you even have a chance against these guys? They sound like they have superpowers, like me. How in the hell are you supposed to fight that? Well, I suppose I should fill you in on that too, Victor replied, putting out his cigarette, blowing a stream of smoke out of the window. I didn't bother telling you this because I really didn't think it was important, but seeing as we're about to go into a fight, it has just become important. I don't want you getting stargazed looking at me and the things that I'm doing. This isn't a fight where we can afford that crap. I need you 100% focused on the old-ass, super dangerous vampire, not on me. So, I'll lay it out for you, at least the basics so you can understand it. When it comes to fighting supernatural things, I use a combination of my own natural abilities and magical implements, tools and weapons that I've gathered throughout my years doing this shit. Whoa, wait a minute. Your natural abilities? I said, looking at him, raising an eyebrow. You never told me you had any natural abilities. What? He replied, looking at me angrily. You thought my sister was the only one? Don't be stupid. Supernatural abilities usually run in the family. If one has them, it's almost definite that the other person in your family is going to have them too. If you have psychic powers, it's probably because your mother or father had psychic powers, and they were passed down to you. Remember, magic's carried in the blood. That includes magic powers, asshole. But if you're thinking that I can read your mind, sorry, that's not something I can do. That's Vicky's thing. She's a psychic, which is a different type of natural magical ability. Her abilities let her hone in on the essences in this world, the world of the living, and the surrounding realms of existence. She can read minds, feel energies and essences, detect supernatural energy, use her abilities to see things that other people can't see. But all of it tends to stay within the realm of the living. She reads the minds of living people and senses their emotions. She can use magic to spectate events that occur to living people, sense when bad things have happened in a place in a previous point in time, or sense if something bad is going to happen in the future, like a sixth sense. Hell, she can actually give you a real-to-life tarot card reading. And once again, actual tarot card reading isn't like that crap you'll find in those half-ass magic shops. No, Vicky may put on the little act for the basic customers that come in, but when it comes right down to it, if it's something important, she can do a true-to-life tarot card reading. The tarot card readings that you've heard about are basically just dumbed-down bastardizations. They're nowhere near as complex or as dangerous as the real thing, and nowhere near as effective. It's powerful stuff. Even Vicky rarely does it, because seriously bad shit can happen. Actually telling someone events that haven't unfolded yet can have some serious fucking consequences. That can be astoundingly good or astoundingly bad. Whenever you take a reading, that's the chance you're taking, whether knowing what's gonna come ahead of you will help you or hurt you. But my powers are very different. Vicky works in the realm of the living. I, on the other hand, work in the realm of the dead. I am what you might call a spiritualist. We go by many names. Some call us shamans, ghost whisperers, or a number of other crap. But the basic pretense of it is that I have the ability to commune with the dead. to see the souls of the dearly departed that still wander this earth. And not only that, I can actually get them to help me in any number of ways. I can get ghosts to spy on somebody if I want some information. I can talk to a murder victim after they're dead to get information on the person who killed them, or find out about events that have long since passed. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. My abilities in combat work on a completely different level. In combat, I'm able to utilize the spirits of the dead to fight. Every spiritualist medium, or shaman, ghost whisperer, whatever the hell you want to call it, must eventually claim what you might attest to a guardian spirit, the soul of someone who's passed on from the life into the realm of death, but, for whatever reason, refuses to move on, refuses to go back into the circle of life and death and be reborn, or travel to one of the many realms that one can end up in after one dies. No, they cling to this life, this existence, the person they are, and refuse to become anyone else or face any sort of eternal judgment. No, for whatever reason, they're caught here. Whether it's because they're scared of passing on, or they just refuse to give up on the things that they had left in this world, their unfinished business, the purpose they never achieved. Regardless of what it is, they stuck around. Eventually, every spiritualist medium finds one particular spirit, one that in life was strong, had power, capability, ingenuity, intelligence, some sort of powerful features that make them a powerful soul, a powerful ghost. Then, once we find this powerful ghost, we cut a deal with them, offer them purpose, an ability to interact with the world of the living, to be a part of it, instead of an unseen spectator, simply wandering around unseen by anyone, unable to talk to people, unable for anyone to know you exist, unless they're a spiritual medium like me. In essence, the deal adds up to this. They bind themselves to us, become our partners in crime, so to speak. And in doing so, they get the benefit of getting to be a part of the world of the living, even though they're not, to affect things and choose a path. And we, as the spiritual mediums, get access to the power of their soul. You see, us spiritual mediums work best when we have an extraordinary spirit to channel our power through, allowing us to do some pretty insane shit. I looked over at Victor as he told me all of this, wide-eyed. Are you serious? So you talk to ghosts and shit, and yet you were looking at me crazy when I said I had an alien. Honestly, dude, it doesn't sound that much different from having a symbiote. You have a partner, that partner grants you superpowers. Any of this ringing a bell? Ugh, Victor replied, frustrated. Would you shut the hell up? My partner was a human being, someone who actually lived and existed, had a human life, looked like us, talked like us, was a person. My partner isn't a magic worm that lives in my stomach. And then it hit me. He said he had a partner, a ghost, that bonded himself to Victor. And suddenly, I started getting the creeps again. Victor, I asked, if this ghost is bonded to you, does that mean he's around you? Like, is he here with us? I asked, beginning to let my eyes roam around the car. Ugh, you can stop looking, asshole. You're not gonna see him. If you could see him, you would have seen him by now. The fact that you haven't means you're not going to. Not unless I utilize him. But yes, he is here. He's basically always here. He's been there every time I've ever spoken to you. You just didn't know it.